Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are continuing on with my huge haul from Facebook Marketplace. This is going to be part 13, so if you've missed out on any of the other ones, I'll post the playlist up there of all of the other videos. This is the first tote that we've been going through. This is going to be the third part of this tote, but we have gone through 5 bags with 100 polishes each so far, so over 500 polishes. That's not including the ones that we've got in this tote so far. This haul overall is over 2,000 polishes, so we still have quite a ways to go. So we're going to dig right in. I have pooled the bottles from the sides of the tote into the middle. I was sort of creating a divot as I was going in the last video, so we've got some more in the middle of the tote. Let's dive in. The first one is a Cult Nails. This one is called Winter's Light, and this is one of those brands, I've said it every time, I've been really excited to find these because it's a brand that I discovered I think well after they stopped making polish, so it's exciting to be able to add more of them to my collection. This is another purple in a metallic micro glitter. It is a beautiful color. Of course, as a purple fan, I am a fan of all purples. It does appear to be a little bit on the thick side. Let's see if that shakes up or not. Yeah, it seems to shake up pretty good. I might have to just add a little bit of thinner when I want to wear this to make it a little bit easier to work with, but beautiful color. Another one that I don't have yet, so that's going in the keep pile. Next up, we have a Colors by Lacquer. This is still the brand that we've unboxed the most of so far. This one is called You Sexy Thing. It's from the Valentine's 2017 collection, and it's another purple. This one is kind of a royal purple with a very vibrant pink flash in it. I think there might be a little bit of a gold shift to that pink at certain angles. I think you can sort of see that start to pop up. There we go. That's that gold that I'm seeing in person, sort of a golden orange. This is another one that I don't think I have yet, so we're going to add this one to the keep pile. I will, of course, have a ton of comparisons that I need to do. I already had a list of comparisons I needed to do, a very lengthy list, before I got this huge haul. So we're going to add that to the collection, and eventually, after my nail polish room is organized, I can come back and do some comparisons, but that was Colors by Lacquer, You Sexy Thing. Next up, we have another Colors by Lacquer. This one is called A Mother's Love. It was a special edition charity polish, and this is a purple flash, but I'm not actually sure about the base color. There are some silver holographic flakies or glitter. I think I'm going with flakies on this one. Beautiful twinkles. I'm still actually not sure about the base color. Maybe like a blurbly gray. It is really pretty. It's another one that I know I don't have, so we're going to add that to the keep pile as well. That was Colors by Lacquer, A Mother's Love. I will be trying to go a little bit faster. I still am taking way too long on each polish. I want to talk about the polishes and describe them to you, but I want to try to get about 60 bottles per video now. The ones for the bags had about 50, which was comfortable because that was basically splitting the bag exactly in half, but I'm trying to go a little bit faster so that we don't have as many videos in this series. But this one is Fancy Gloss's My Little Princess. This is an interesting tan beige color. Interesting. Huh. So there's a lot of shimmer, like larger shimmer components in here. I'm mainly seeing those in a gold and a pink, but it's basically a neutral color. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not speaking to me. So I think we will go ahead and put this one in the D stash. That was Fancy Gloss's My Little Princess. Next up, we've got one from Stardust Beauty. This one is called Strawberry Shortcake. And this is another one sort of in that same range of an unusual tanny beigey color as the one from Fancy Gloss. This time we have a bunch of larger holographic particles, maybe even a micro glitter. There's also a pink metallic micro glitter and maybe even another component in there, maybe a darker pink. Again, this is an unusual color. I'm trying to decide if this is one that I could see myself wearing or not. It's got a little bit more richness to it because it does have those micro glitters that are a bit darker than the one from Fancy Gloss, since that one had mainly shimmer, but I just don't know if this was the one that I would reach for. So we're going to go ahead and go with it as well. Like I've said in other videos, I'm trying not to keep every single polish. I am trying to destash some of them. So that is Stardust Polish Strawberry Shortcake. Next up, we have one from CBL. This one is called Fidgy Pudding from Winter 2017 collection. It is another beautiful purple with a larger holographic component, maybe even a holographic flaky. This is a beautiful, rich tone of purple, kind of on the berry side of the purple family. Oh yeah, very berry leaning. Look at that gorgeous tone. Now this is a very nice one. I don't think I have this one yet either, so we're going to add that to the collection. Again, loads of comparisons will need to be done, but we're going to add that to the collection so far. So that's Colors by Laro Fidgy Pudding, or Fidgy or Figgy, I'm not actually sure. Next up, we've got one from Love Angeline. This one is called Love Conquers All. This was one of Jasmine's creations from the LLFLA group Custom. I'm not actually sure what that one is, but I know Facebook is loaded with a ton of groups dedicated to certain colors or nail polish finishes. So there's a bunch out there. It's possible that one still exists. I'm not really sure, but this is one of their micro glitter combinations. You have these matte dark pink glitters. You've got silver holographic, and there's like an aqua metallic glitter in there as well. This is a fun combination. I could see this looking pretty nice on the nail. It's fairly unusual in my collection as well, so I think I want to hold on to this at least until I can get it swatched and see how it ends up looking. But I like those pink glitters in here in that mix. So yeah, we're going to put that one in the keep pile. That was Love Angeline, Love Conquers All. Next up, I've been seeing this out of the corner of my eye. We have a Crow's Toes. This is another brand that I've been super excited to find in this haul. This one is called Mr. Average Joe American, and this is like a very light periwinkle verging on like on a dusty cornflower blue. There are silver metallic glitters and a load of shimmer that goes from blue to purple. There's a little holographic component in there as well, maybe a teeny tiny micro glitter or shimmer. Yeah, there's something hollow twinkling in there. This is a pretty nice color. It looks to be a pretty creamy base. Yeah, this is a nice color. Really like the tone of this. I think my camera, at least on my screen, is currently washing out a lot of that purple. It definitely has a lot of gray in it, but it does have that purple pinch as well. So we're going to add this one to the collection. It's another one I know I don't have. So that one is Crow's Toes Mr. Average Joe America. Next up, we have one from Live Love Polish. This one is called Shark After Dark. Now the name does sound familiar. I'm wondering if maybe I got something kind of like that in a mystery box, or maybe I just got another one from their shark collection. I want to say that at some point they had like a Shark Week collection. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to check on that, but this is a beautiful dark blue, like a deep navy, and it has a bunch of holographic glitters in silver. I really like the tone of this one. The combination of this shade of blue with those glitters is very pretty. There it is on the wand. I don't know if that deep shade of navy is going to come through very well, but it is very pretty. We'll put this in the to be checked pile, and I'll see if I do already own this or not. But that was Live Love Polish Shark After Dark. Next up, we have an OPI in their liquid sand line. This one is called Tiffany Case. So this is another one that I'm going to have to check on. I know the name, and I want to say I have a few from this liquid sand collection, so I need to check if this is one that I own as well. It's possible that if I did run into it before, it might have dried out, but this one looks to be in really good shape. So this is another one going in the to be checked pile. That was OPI's Tiffany Case. Next up, we have another CBL. This is called Siren's Song, and it was a polish of the month for February 2017. And this is another that has those beautiful iridescent glitters that I really like. On camera, you're mainly catching those as a red, but in person, they are catching the light in green and gold and orange. Plus, there's hollow and it's a purple. This one's going in the collection as well. Now, I've said it before, but basically the plan is once I unbox everything, I will have to go through and sort all of the polishes just to make sure that I haven't accidentally kept any duplicates. So I know I've kept one that has those iridescent glitters, but I don't remember what the name of that one was offhand. But we're going to put that in the keep pile. This is a stunner. So that's Colors by Laro Siren Song. And then I'm going to go over here to this corner because I don't know if you can see that. Nope, you can't. I think this is another Dawn Diva. Yeah, it is. So we've got a Dawn Diva. This is Boys Lie, Then Lie Again. This was a Rainbow Connection exclusive from 2017. We've been running into quite a few exclusives from places like Rainbow Connection, which has been really exciting. This one is a gray blue that has a larger shimmer particle. I'm mainly seeing that as like a red to gold. And then there's also a holographic component, but it's not your standard holo. You see those like almost mini shreds or bar glitters? That's a very interesting component in here. Yeah, there's definitely bar glitters. You see those? Very nice. So this is pretty unique to my collection. It's obviously one that I don't have because I don't think I've ever actually ordered from Rainbow Connection. I was this close, if it's the one that I'm thinking of that's a UK stockist, because shipping to the US was very high. So I didn't actually end up ordering, but yeah, it's one I don't have. So we're going to add that to the collection. That's Dawn Diva's Boys Lie, Then Lie Again. Next up, we have a Native War Paints. This one is called January 2018. So I have a lot of polishes from them that are dated with a month and a year. I think it's kind of their monthly polish. This is a really beautiful shade of purple. It's got a mix of holographic and shimmer. One of my favorite polishes from them is a holo that's mixed with shimmer in a light rose color, and I don't think I have this one, so this is going to go in the collection as well. Obviously it's a purple. I don't think that's going to surprise anybody that I'm keeping this one as well. So until I can do comparisons, this one's going in the keep pile. That was Native War Paints, January 2018. Next up, we have another CBL. This one is called Layer Cake from winter 2017, and look at this one. I don't know if you can see all of the different colors in those flakies, but this is verging on like a UP pigment where you have a strong red to green to gold. Those flakies have that same color shift, and it's in this interesting rust color base that is sheer. This is really, really pretty. I think this one is designed to be layered, so used as a topper. Yeah, it would not surprise me at all if this was UP. That is very, very pretty. Another one that I know I don't have, so we are going to add that to the keep pile. Again, I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. That's Colors by Leroux Layer Cake. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Fall is Coming from October 2016, and it was a polish of the month. This is another purple in that shade range leaning towards berry. There is holographic and shimmer, not quite as linear as a lot of the holos that we've seen from them, but you do still have that beautiful holo rainbow. There's also like a micro flaky in a dark fuchsia that's in there somewhere. I don't know if I can get that to show up on camera. But another beautiful color, and I don't think I have this one yet either, so we're going to put that in the keep pile, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that's Colors by Leroux Fall is Coming. Next up, we have a Vapid. This one is called Elegos, and this is an interesting polish. You have this green teal base, and then a very strong dark blue to purple, larger particled shimmer. And it's got shifts to gold and orange at the edges of the bottle, which again, I don't know if that's going to come across on camera. Yeah, I can't really get that golden aspect to come through, but this is an interesting shade. You can still tell that it is a dark teal though, so it's not one of those blackened bases that is harder to see the color. You can still tell that that has a teal base. So I think I will add this to the collection to at least swatch and see how I like it, see how it ends up looking on the nail, but I don't think I have this one either, so we're going to put that in the keep pile. That was Vapid's Elegos. Next up, we have another Femme Fatale. We've unboxed a handful of those before, actually maybe more like 4, but this is Femme Fatale, and it's another one that is missing its little label. That is quite common in this shape of a bottle. The labels don't seem to like to stick, but we'll have to see if I can't figure out which one this one is. It is an orchid leaning purple with a load of holographic and shimmer. I think you can see that strong red shimmer in there. That is a really beautiful combination. Obviously, as a purple fan, you know I gotta love this one as well, and it's hard to say if it's one that I own or not since it doesn't have a name attached, but we'll have to look into that. For the time being though, it's going to go in the keep pile. That was another unknown Femme Fatale. Next up, oh, we've got one from Ciate. This one is called Oil Slick. So this is made in France. I don't have that many from this brand either. We have unboxed one from this haul so far. This is in their multi-chrome finish. You have a predominantly like green to orangey gold in this. The sides of this are that deeper shade of green. Let's go ahead and see it on the brush here. Yeah, mainly what I'm seeing and catching on the brush is also a gold. You're seeing that as kind of a bronze leaning gold. This is not my favorite multi-chrome shift. I definitely prefer the ones that are more like an emerald green, but I'm curious how this does compare to the others that I might have in my collection. I'm not sure if I have any in this shift yet, and it's not strictly a gold. It is a warmer bronze at certain angles, so I want to at least try this and see how it compares to other colors. So we're going to keep Ciate's Oil Slick in the keep pile. All right, next up we have one from Polish, and this one is called Asteroid B612. This is another purple hollow. This is so pretty. So I did just give this one a shake. I've noticed that even when the hollow looks amazing, since they've been sitting, when you give them a shake, they are even more incredible. Here we have that beautiful rainbow flare from that hollow. This is also in a slightly larger particle size, so really beautiful. The shade of this purple is kind of a dusty, almost brown leaning purple, kind of verging on like a dusty burgundy purple. Very pretty color. Another one that I know I don't have, the name does not sound familiar, so we're going to add that to the keep pile as well. That was Polish's Asteroid B612. Next up we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is called 5 Rose Gold Rings from the Holiday 2016 collection. And this is another hollow. Oh my goodness, look at this hollow. Wow. Okay, so it is a gold. They're calling it a rose gold, but I don't know if this is maybe faded. It is older, but I wouldn't necessarily call this a rose gold. It is more yellow than that, but the hollow on this is very striking. Maybe it does have a pinch of rosiness to it. Compared to like a straight up gold, there is something different to this shade. I don't know if there's an additional shimmer in there, but I mean, look at that hollow. That is not a surprise. A lot of the hollows that we've gotten from Colors by Leroux have been just strikingly dazzling. This is going to surprise you, but I'm putting this in the keep pile. I want to at least see how this swatches on. I mean, that hollow is just jaw-dropping. So yeah, go into the keep pile at least until I can swatch it and see if I like it. That's Colors by Leroux 5 Rose Gold Rings. Wow, the hollow. Whew. Okay, next up we have another Native War Paints. This is a Cold Day in Texas, and it was part of the Shimmery box for February 2018, I think that says. And this one is a dusty shade of blue. I think on camera it's almost picking up a pinch of purple tone to it. This has a load of holographic in there as well as a golden shimmer. Now, gold is one of those things that I like a lot in some polishes, but there's some combinations that just aren't my favorite, and for whatever reason, this one just isn't speaking to me, so we're gonna go with it. This one's gonna go in the D-stash. Like I said before, I don't need to keep every single bottle. That was Native War Paints A Cold Day in Texas, going in the D-stash. Next up, we have another Vapid. This one is called Persistence, and this is a beautiful orchid-leaning pink. You have that pinch of a lean towards purple. This is beautiful. You have a holographic component in here as well. And I want to say there's a little bit of a shimmer in there. Yeah, you can see that bit of a warm, like orange leaning gold. This is another one that I know I don't have, and I really like this tone. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That was Vapid's Persistence. Next up, we have a Glisten and Glow. This one is called Cran I Have Seconds, Please. And this, ooh, is another hollow. Oh my goodness. So this has dazzling hollow. There is a little bit of leakage here that doesn't appear to be super dried out though, so I think it should be fixable. Let's just make sure it's not super dried out. Yeah, that should be fine. Just has that little bit of some dried polish that leaked out of the bottle, so we'll give this a good a good closure here. That is a stunning shade. The hollow, again, you guys, is just amazing. So it's another one that I know I don't have. So we're going to add Glisten and Glow's Crayon I Have Seconds Please to the keep pile. Next up, we have another Crow's Toes. I've been eyeing this in the corner of the box as well. This one is called Boat Drinks, and this is one of their glitter mixes. Oh my goodness, look at those! We have large circle glitters in like a lavender. There are gold components in here, metallic glitters, and more in hollow. I think it's all in a clear base, so probably meant to use as a topper. Yeah, I can't quite tell what it is that I'm seeing that's giving this a greenish yellow tinge, like a lemon lime hue. You can definitely see that color on the wand there. Yeah, very interesting. I'm just not sure that I see myself wearing this though. I think it's mainly that green cast to this, that green tinge to this that's not speaking to me. And I do have a number of glitter mixes that have large glitters in them from, I think mainly Starly is the one that I'm thinking of. So I think I'm okay not holding on to this, although I have been excited to find the Crow's Toes. I've been keeping others from this brand that I was more excited about. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the D-stash. I know, surprise, surprise. That one's Crow's Toes Boat Drinks. Next up, we have a Cult Nails. This one is called Manipulative. And this is like a dusty robin's egg blue aqua shade. There is a load of shimmer in this one, a larger particled shimmer. I'm mainly seeing it as aqua to purple in person. I think on camera you're picking up the gold and green. This is a beautiful tone. I love this shade. I don't remember if this is one that we've unboxed from them, but like I said, we'll have to do a sorting video at the end of this to just make sure that I haven't kept duplicates, but this is a beautiful tone. It's got a dusty quality to it. Yeah, this is beautiful. So we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. Again, Cult Nails is another one of those brands that I've been excited to find in this haul. So that's Cult Nails Manipulative going in the keep pile. Next up we have, ooh, who do we have? Okay, I think this is a Colors by Laro based on this labeling, Connie's Noisy Neighbor, but for some reason this doesn't have the logo on it. I don't even see a partial, so very odd. But this one is Connie's Noisy Neighbor, and the only reason why I know it's theirs is because of the font used and the sticker style. So yeah, pretty sure it's a Colors by Laro. This one is a like blurply blue. You have a load of shimmer in this one as well that's showing mainly as a pinkish red, but there is a bit of a gold shift going on. Yeah, this is really pretty. I love this bright shade of blue, almost like an electric blue. I think once it's on, it might lose that blurply tone. I think the blurple that my eyes are seeing is mainly because of the mix of the shimmer and the base, but it's another one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. So it's a Colors by Laro, unlabeled on the front, but that is Connie's Noisy Neighbor. Next up, we've got a new to me brand. That is, oh, how would you say that? Ozodic? If that's a T and an I, which I'm not actually sure. What do you guys think? Have you seen this brand? It's definitely new to me. But in any case, this is number 903 called Sugar. Well, it's a beautiful shimmer. This is like a light aqua green. I'm guessing that this is made as more of a topper because it is a sheer base, but you're mainly seeing that beautiful green aqua, but there are other shifts to pink and purple and maybe even orange. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a new to me brand, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. Yeah, that is a beautiful one. So that is, I'm guessing, Ozodic, but I could be wrong on that, but it is Sugar going in the keep pile. Next up, oh, we've got our second one from Graceful. We ran into one other bottle from them so far, and this one is called Unicorn Sparkle, and it also has a batch number there. Ooh, and this is a beautiful green. You have a very strong holographic in here, but you also have a larger shimmer particle. This is really pretty. You're seeing rainbows, and on the edge of the bottle, I'm seeing a pinch of purple pop up, which I don't know if, again, it's going to catch on camera. I think you can kind of see it peeking through there. Very pretty color. I'm liking this almost dusty spearmint shade. So we're going to put this in the keep pile. It's another one that I know I don't have. So that's Graceful Lacquer's Unicorn Sparkle going in the keep pile. Next up, ooh, wow, we've got an older Lacquer. So this is another brand that I don't have that many from. I think they are made overseas. I don't really remember where offhand, but this is Lacquer and this one is called Extra Spectacular. And this is our first one that we've unboxed in this haul. Beautiful shade of purple. It's got that orchid grapey hue to it. I think mainly the orchids coming from the pink shift that you're seeing. Let's go ahead and see if this is more of a creamy polish. I think it's more of a shimmer base, a little on the sheer side. This is a beautiful tone though. It's another one I know I don't have, so we're going to add that to the collection as well. Our first Lacquer, Extra Spectacular. All right, next up we've got one from Polish, question mark. So maybe this is one of their mysteries. And this one, it's like a very light, white-leaning pastel pink. It's got some white matte glitters, which I don't know if those are even going to come across very well on camera because the color itself is very, very light. There is like a micro iridescent glitter in there that's popping up as little speckles of brighter purple, which again, I'm not sure if those are going to come across very well on camera, but a very subtle light color. This type of color I could see being cute on. There it is on the brush. I think there you can kind of see those glitters on the brush. Still not sure if you're able to see any of the twinkles on here, but I want to at least hold on to this to swatch. I am curious enough about those sparkles to see if I can't see them on. Actually, I think they almost started to catch the light there. Yeah, there we go. You see those little subtle twinkles there? I want to see if those come out when they're on the nail. And it is a very cute color. I could see this looking very sweet on the nail, so we're going to hold on to this. It should be pretty unique to my collection as well. I don't usually go for these incredibly muted shades, but this is pretty unique. So that was Polish's question mark. Next up, we've got another from Love Angeline. This is our third labeling from them. So we have seen this labeling, which I am guessing is their newest labeling before they stopped making polish. But then we've also run into their Love Angeline that has like the sticker lettering, which kind of like this, except in sticker form from Love Angeline. So another label from them. This one is called Renewed Heart from February 2017 PDTLIB. I am not sure what that might stand for offhand, but this is a like magenta berry base. You have a load of shimmer components in this one as well. I'm seeing mainly gold and pink. I think those are mainly what you're seeing on camera as well. Let's see if the base is that pink that I'm seeing, like a magenta, or if it's got a deeper tone. Yeah, kind of hard to tell. I think on the wand it might have a deeper pink base, but I don't know, this one's just not speaking to me as much as others that we've unboxed, so we're going to go with it. We're going to put that one in the D-stash. That's Love Angeline Renewed Heart. Next up, we've got another one of these little cylindrical mini bottles from Rainbow Honey. This one is called Lucky Bot. So I think we had a whole series of bot polishes because this is the third one of these in this bottle shape that has bot in the label. This time we have a limey, like light limey green, also in a similar finish to the other ones we've unboxed. We had a pink and a purple. I think this one also might need a little bit of help. Yeah, this one's a little bit on the gloopy side, but an interesting shade of green. Also should be pretty unique to my collection, so I think we will hold on to this at least until I can do some swatches and compare it. That was Rainbow Honey's Lucky Bot, going in the keep pile. Next up, we've got one from Serum number 5. I think this is our first one from this haul from this brand. This one is called Moonlight, and this one is a light dove gray, not quite as white leaning as some of the other ones that I have been keeping. We did run into a few that were basically like a very, very light gray verging on an off-white or silver. This one has a load of those larger particled shimmers that we've been seeing in a lot of these polishes. You have almost like a translucent silver with some purple, pink, and green and aqua. Loads of different twinkles. I don't think this is one that I have. I don't have too many from this brand actually. Lots of beautiful sparkles though. For some reason, this color, though, just really isn't speaking to me. I liked the more silver tones of the other light gray. So again, we're just going to go with it. We're going to put this one in the D-stash. That's Serum No. 5's Moonlight. And I know we're going to see more from them because I'm pretty sure this is one of the brands that we have in boxes in one of the other totes. So we'll definitely be seeing them again. Next up, we have, ooh, well, whatever it is, it's a Hypnotic Polish exclusive from Colors by Leroux. This one is Bikinis and Flip-Flops, a Hypnotic Polish exclusive. So again, love finding these exclusive polishes. This is a beautiful bright pink, like a deep summer pink. Again, you have that amazing hollow. Wow. This one's even not shaken up very good. Let's see if I can't get that to come through a little bit stronger. I've noticed the hollows have a tendency of, when they're settling, not looking as strong and linear in the bottle, but I'm actually not sure on this one if it's meant to look linear like that side or more like this side of the bottle where it's a bit more dispersed. But in any case, it is a shade of pink that I could absolutely see myself wearing. This is in that shade range of pinks that I really enjoy for summer. Again, it's another color category that I know I have to do some comparisons of, but I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. Again, I'll do some sorting just to make sure that I didn't get this already in this box, but I don't think I have. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the keep pile. That's Colors by Leroux Bikinis and Flip-Flops. Next up, we have a Fancy Gloss. This one is June 2016 MP, and this is an interesting color. It's kind of a mix between a goldenrod and a tan, like a khaki tan. There's a load of golden glass fleck or micro flakies in here. It's an interesting color. Oh wow, okay, actually on the brush it's a bit darker than what it's coming across on the sides of the bottle. Maybe a bit more like a tiger color. Why can't I think of that color? That's an interesting color. I'm going to surprise myself and you guys by keeping this one. When I picked this up, I was definitely thinking this would go in the D-stash based on everything I'm seeing in the bottle, but on the brush, the polish itself seems to be a deeper tone that's making me curious, so I want to at least see this one swatched. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. That was Fancy Gloss, June 2016. Next up, we've got another new to me brand. This is Marissa Lander's Legend, Dawn of the Phoenix collection. And it is, oh, wait a second. Okay, interesting. So it's not a new to me brand. It's Liquid Sky Lacquer by Carolyn. I have at least seen 1 or 2 bottles from them. And I guess Marissa Lander's Legend is the name of the polish and Dawn of the Phoenix is the collection. That would be my guess. And this one is a dark charcoal gray with a glitter mix. Let's see this one on the brush. Yeah, very interesting. Almost has like a green tinge to the gray. There is like matte silver and metallic silver and a little bit of gold shimmer or something through this one. It's just not speaking to me as much as some of the other colors that we've run into though, so we are going to de-stash this one. That's Liquid Sky Lacquer's Marissa Lander's Legend. Next up, we have a square hue. This one is called, oh my goodness, Sampo Keskus. I have no idea what that is in reference to, but this one is a gold in like another khaki base, maybe like a tanny, light tan base. I'm predominantly seeing the gold particles though. I think that's mainly what's coming across on camera as well, but around the edges of that wand is where you can see that a little bit of that tan base coming through. This is one of those colors where I will go ahead and de-stash it. Mainly what I am seeing is that gold, and I just don't see myself reaching for this one, so we will de-stash this one. Next one is a Nerd Lacquer, and this is General Leia. This is one I know I have. I remember the name. It is a Star Wars reference, and it's a purple. I definitely had this one in a mystery box and I kept it, so I don't necessarily need a backup bottle of it, so this is going to go in the D-stash. That was Nerd Lacquer's General Leia. Next up, we have a Cult Nails. This one is called Enticing, and this one is a very light peach, like a sheared peach. I think on camera it's coming across even lighter than it is in person, and I think there is a subtle shimmer in here, like just very, very, very subtle. Let's see how this one looks on the brush. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the shimmer. It is a very subtle one. I just don't see myself really reaching for a color like this. I already have some colors that are kind of like this from OPI and Essie, I think, that I would basically use as base coats, but this coloration, this specific shade, is just not one that I would see myself reaching for over those other ones. So we're going to go ahead and destash Cult Nails Enticing. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is Purple Is My Crack. I feel you, girl. My collection is proof of that. This particular one is maybe faded. I mean, it's not an extremely purple, but it is a holographic with some shimmer components in there. I think we're going to go ahead and destash it. I mean, it's beautiful, but I have been more excited about other colors. So yeah, we're going to go with it and put that one in the destash. That's Colors by Leroux. Purple Is My Crack. Still totally feel that statement though. Next up, we have another older Colors by Leroux. This one is Yorkshire Pudding, and this is a gray, sort of a grayish. You've got some gold, larger particled shimmer in here that has some twinkles of green and red. Not straight up shifts necessarily, it's just in that speckle you can see multiple colors. This is a pretty nice color though. I'm liking the almost pinch of purple that I'm seeing in it, but it is predominantly a gold shimmer, and because of that I think I will go ahead and destash this one. Yeah, I think just it's mainly that gold that I don't really enjoy, so we're gonna go ahead and destash that one. That's Colors by Leroux Yorkshire Pudding. Next up, we have a Joss. Okay, I think this is another new brand that we're unboxing, and this one is called Crystal Ocean. And this one has mainly a metallic silver base with these larger blue holographic glitters, some smaller silver holographic, and a larger particled shimmer that I'm mainly seeing as a pink, which again, I don't know if that aspect is going to come through. I think you can kind of see little twinkles there. But yeah, this is just not one I really see myself reaching for. I don't know, for some reason, this is just not a combination that I'm really excited about. So we're going to go ahead and destash Joss's Crystal Ocean. Next up, we've got another Rainbow Honey. So this is a different sized bottle than the one that we kept, which is this one here. We've also unboxed full-size bottles in more of this shape, just a larger bottle. This one is called Mare of the Moon. Okay, so this is a backup. We already unboxed one of these. So this is a beautiful shade of this blurply tone, and it's got moon glitters. So I did already keep one bottle, so we're going to go ahead and destash this one. Next up, ooh, this is an interesting one. This one is another Stardust polish, and this is Teal to Whirl, which is kind of interesting because this is not a teal. I don't know if this faded or if the name is just a nothing to do with the color, but what's really eye-catching about this is the red metallic glitters in here. I think some of them might even be holographic. The base of this though is more like a muted, I would almost call it like a tea color, where it's a brown with a pinch of this swampy green. It's very interesting, but I don't see myself really reaching for this color combination. I like red glitters and I actually like some swampy colors, but yeah, this color combination is just not really speaking to me. So we're going to go ahead and put Stardust Polish Teal to Whirl in the destash. All right, next up, this bottle over there has been catching my eye. This is from Tux Polish. Now, I want to say I've seen this before, but I like this bottle brand, but I don't know where. Maybe I got a bottle in a destash or a mystery box, but this one is called Above the Mountains. It was from the Shimmer Me box for January 2018, so definitely an indie brand. I wonder if they're still making polish or not. But yeah, this is a really pretty holographic polish with shimmer. You've got a very strong pink flash along with that beautiful holographic in at least 2 different sizes. I feel like I'm seeing the linear, like smaller particle, but I'm also seeing maybe a micro glitter that is also a holographic. Let's see if this is a purple base like it seems to be in the bottle, or it's possible it's a blackened base. A little bit on the thick side. There it is on the brush and wand. Yeah, I can't quite tell if it is a purple base or mainly the purple is coming from the shimmer. It might be a blackened base. I just can't quite tell. I am really liking the holographic particles in here though. Like I said, I'm at least seeing 2 different kinds, so I think I do want to add this to the keep pile. It's also, I think, a new to me brand. I can't quite place why it looks familiar, but that is Tux Polish Above the Mountains, going in the keep pile. Going into this corner, we have one from Lacquer. I think that's another new to me brand, if that's the brand, Lacquer, and it is the Diva Plava Laguna, so a Fifth Element reference. I love that. So this is a beautiful mermaidy shade and a new to me brand. This color is really, really beautiful, spot on with the reference as well. You have that blue around the edges of the base and then that bright green to aqua shimmer. There's another particle in here as well, maybe a micro hollow. Beautiful combination. This kind of polish is one of the first blues I remember liking. This shade of mermaidy blue aqua. Very pretty and a new to me brand. So this is going in the keep pile as well, at least until I can do those comparisons that you know I need to do. So that's Lacquer's the Diva Plava Laguna. And if you know if this brand still exists, feel free to let me know it down below. Next up, we have another Stardust polish. This one is called Delphinium, and this is one of their micro glitters. Look at this one. So this is a beautiful dark teal, kind of more on the green side of things, and it's got those beautiful micro glitters in here. This is a really nice combination. I'm seeing twinkles of a brighter green as well as a dark blue. There's also holographic in there. This is one that I don't think I've unboxed yet, so we're going to add that to the keep pile as well. That was Stardust Polish Delphinium. And I see another Dawn Diva in a different bottle. So the other Dawn Divas that we've unboxed are in this bottle. So this is, I forget actually if this is their newer bottle or their older bottle, because I feel like they've had a few different bottle shapes, and I think they might have even changed again recently. But this is a Dawn Diva, and this one is called Wisteria. And what does that say? The Dawn Diva, I'm not really sure what that says. I can see the Dawn Diva here, and this says custom down there, but I'm not sure what that word is, and I can't really get it to focus and enlarge on my screen. In any case, I don't think I have this one, and this is like a light gray off-white. There are these light gold flakies, and then a larger shimmer particle in a different shade of gold that also has red, blue, and purple in it. This is one that I think definitely needs to be swatched. I want to see how this looks. I think it's going to be a bit on the sheer side, but I want to see if this is one that I could see myself wearing. There's a pinch of a purple tone to this off gray, like off-white gray, that I want to at least see on a nail. So we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. That is Dawn Diva's Wisteria. Next up, we have one from Elevation Polish. So I have heard of this brand. I do have a handful from them, but I think this might be our first bottle from them from this haul. This one is called Limestone. And this one is like an off-white with some like light orange or maybe even copper micro flakies as well as gold. This is a pretty interesting combination, fairly unique. It might actually be a bit more yellow leaning. Yeah, I think it's a bit more yellow leaning than it looked in the bottle once it's on the brush. This is a color I just don't see myself reaching for either, so I think we're going to go ahead and destash this one. That was Elevation Polish Limestone. Next up, we have one from Polish that's been through some stuff in this box. This one is called Quit Riveting, and it was from Box Indeed. And this is a dark green, kind of in between like a forest green and a deep dark teal. There's some hollow and some shimmer. Let's see it on the brush and see if I can't designate where it falls in the color realm. Yeah, I think we're going to go with a teal, because see there on the wand, it's got that blue lean there on the brush. Beautiful twinkles in this one. It's another polish that I know I don't have either, so we're going to add that to the collection. Again, I will have to do some comparisons of these deeper shades, but this does have enough brightness to it that it is one that I could see myself reaching for. So that one was Polish's Quit Riveting. Next up, I've been eyeing this Vapid over to my side. This one is called I'm Late. Ooh, it's from an Alice in Wonderland collection, and look at that shimmer. Ooh, so this is one of their shimmer polishes. It's going to be super shifty, you guys, because in person, I am seeing completely different colors than you are seeing on camera right now. You're mainly seeing that bright blue to aqua, whereas I'm seeing purple, fuchsia, and gold. And then, of course, there you see a bunch of different colors as well. This is definitely going in the keep pile. That one is Vapid's I'm Late. Next up, we have another Cult Nails. Ooh, this one is called Hypnotize Me. All right, I think this is one that I actually already have in my collection. It was one that I tracked down, I'm pretty sure, because this one is dazzling. So it is a beautiful micro glitter that has greens and blues in it. Look at the twinkles on this. This is absolutely gorgeous. This one, though, even though I do have it, is an incredibly unique polish. I am holding on to this as a backup. I know, but I am. This one, like I said, it was one I tracked down, and I am thrilled to bits to have a backup because I haven't used it because you can't get another one. So now I have another one. So yeah, it's going in the keep pile. The poor little label on this has been through some stuff. It's flaking off, but we're holding on to it. That is Cult Nails Hypnotize Me. All right, next up we have another Stardust polish. This one is called Marigold. Now this one has also been through some stuff in this box, has a little bit of leakage from another polish. And this one is predominantly a very vibrant shade of gold. There's another component in there that I'm seeing as a red speckle. Maybe you guys can see that on camera. But it is predominantly a very vibrant shade of gold, and as you've heard me say before, golds just aren't my favorite, and I really don't see myself reaching for something that's this yellow a gold. So we're going to go ahead and destash this one, that Stardust Polish Marigold. Next up, ooh, we've got an older Never Enough. This one is called a Prototype. Beautiful shade of this fuchsia leaning dark pink. There are iridescent flakies and hollow in here. This is a very beautiful shade of pink. It is kind of in that realm of pinks that I really have been enjoying for summer. Trying to figure out if this is in that same brightness as some of those other colors, but it is really gorgeous. Yeah, I think this is going to go in the collection, at least until I can do those comparisons, because I know it's one that I don't have yet. So that is Never Enough's, one of their prototypes. Next up, we have another from Polish. This one is also a question mark. Is this the same question mark? No, it is a different question mark than our other one that was a question mark, but it is also another light pink. It is a little bit deeper of a shade than that very light one. I think on camera, though, it's not really picking up the, we'll go with like an orchid purple pink that this one has. This has some large particle shimmers in it, as well as some micro silver, either silver micro glitters or silver micro flakies in there. Let's take a peek at this on the brush. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sweet little color. I think this could look adorable for spring. It is more saturated in person than I feel like it's coming across on camera, but I do like this kind of a color, and I don't really have too many in this shade range. So we're going to put this one in the keep pile. That one was Polish's question mark. I'm going to have to figure out how to name those in my collection. We're going to go straight to this other Vapid that I see hiding under here. It's another shimmer, and it's another bottle of I'm Late. Wow. So we just unboxed one of those in this same video. So we're going to put this one in the destash because as amazing as it is, I don't think I need a backup. I mean, watch me change my mind on that, but I don't need a backup. We're going to go for that for right now. We're going to put this in the destash. That was another bottle of Vapid's I'm Late. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Lion Scarecrow Tin Man. It was an HHC custom for February 2018. And this is another hollow. Oh my goodness. So I know I say it every time, but their hollows are impressive. They are so dazzling. This is a deep magenta pink. I mean, this is a stunning color. This is another color that I know I need to do comparisons of, but look at that hollow. Wow. Going to the keep pile, that is Colors by Leroux, Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man. Another one I know I don't have yet. All right, next up, I see an interesting glitter polish. Ooh, hey, this, ooh, I think this might be a Linderella. So it doesn't say so, but that looks like a Linderella label. It is She Lived in a Swamp. And this is our first Linderella of the bunch. This is another like OG brand, and this has a very interesting mix of green glitters. There's even bar glitters you can see there on the brush or on the wand. So it is a little on the thick side, but I mean, that's very common for glitter polishes. I actually like this though. I mean, it's unusual. See how large those bar glitters are? Plus you have the metallic glitters. I don't really think I see holographic. It's mainly a mix of metallic glitters, all in different sizes and shapes. Very unusual to my collection. I have no idea if I would actually wear this or not, but it's a Linderella and I don't have too many from this brand. And it's an interesting one, very unique to my collection. So for the time being, we're going to add that to the collection. That is what I'm assuming is a Linderella. She Lived in a Swamp. All right, next up, ooh, we've got another from Never Enough and an older bottle. This is Blackberry Wine. Ooh, so this is a beautiful shade of deep berry purple with a load of different types of holographic. I think there might even be like a red holo. This is going in the keep pile as well. It's another one I know I don't have, and it's a stunner. So that one, yeah, definitely going in the keep pile. That is Never Enough's Blackberry Wine. Next up, we've got one from Zoya. This one is called Delaney. Now, this definitely sounds familiar. As usual with these names, I can't tell if it's because I just know the name or if I know the polish. So this one is going to go in the to be checked pile to see if I already have it or not. It's a purple, so I certainly could imagine myself having picked this up from their website at some point. I also find Zoya's in a number of other places, mystery boxes, Goodwill bags, and D-stashes. So we're going to put that one in the to be checked pile. That one was Delaney. So that right there is 60 polishes, but I'm looking at only an hour 10 filming, so I think I can edit probably enough of that to still be around an hour. So we're going to do a couple more because I think I've been a bit faster on this one than I have on other videos. Next up, we have one from Anonymous Lacquer. I think this might only be the second or third bottle that we've unboxed from this haul from this brand. This one is called Black Dagger, and this one, it's kind of like a golden gray. Maybe like a charcoal base, like a light charcoal base with some holographic and a golden particle. This one's just not really catching my attention though, so we will go ahead and put that one in the D-stash. That one is Anonymous Lacquer Black Dagger. Next up, we have one from Sinful Colors. This one is their nail hardener. So I'm not actually sure if this is like something that goes on your nails as like a base coat. I've never really seen that from them, but I think we will go ahead and put that in the keep pile though. It's always something that I could use, assuming this is a version of their base coat. So I'll have to look into that a little bit more, but for the time being, we're going to add that to the collection. That was Sinful Colors Nail Hardener. Next up, we have another from Cult Nails. This one is called Disillusion. Ooh, look at this. This one is a black jelly with these beautiful deep pink metallic shards. Look at that. Wow. I actually really like this type of polish, a black that has a brighter color in it. It reminds me of one of the Revlon polishes that I got years and years ago. It was a black jelly with red and pink glitters in it, and yeah, it's just really eye-catching. So this is going in the keep pile as well. That one is Cult Nails Disillusion. Next up, we have a KB shimmer. This one is called Lego My Mango. That is an adorable name. This is kind of like a light creamsicle color. There's, again, more color saturation than I feel like is coming across on camera. My camera is definitely washing it out. This is going to go in the collection as well. I want to see how this compares with other summer oranges, but I like this kind of bleached neon look that it has now. I am curious if that is how it was intentionally made or if possibly this bottle has faded. But yeah, that's still got a nice vibrant hue to it. So we're going to put that one in the keep pile as well. That is KB Shimmer's Lego My Mango. And we'll do one more. We'll close it out with a square hue to have 65 bottles in this part. And this one is Sorcerer's Hat. Ooh, we've got another sapphire blue. So this is a nice vibrant shade. We've got that intense vibrant shimmer. This is another one that I don't think we've unboxed, but we have been keeping a lot of these sapphire blue polishes. But that's a really pretty color. Sapphire Blue is another one that I really enjoy on the nails, so I want to at least compare this to the other ones that I've kept so far. So we're going to keep that in the collection as well. That was Square Hue's Sorcerer's Hat. And there we have it. We're going to close out part 13 with 65 bottles. That's a record for this series so far. We'll see if I can't keep that up. Hopefully I can edit down as much as I was hoping and get you guys under an hour or thereabouts. But there we have it. We unboxed quite a lot of good polish in this one. A Crow's Toes, one of my favorite like lemmings from Cult Nails. I did already have a bottle, but I'm keeping the backup. And we unboxed our first Lacquer and 2 more Dawn Divas. Oh yeah, our first Linderella. So yeah, lots of really fun polishes. Hopefully you guys had a good time looking at beautiful polish. Again, this has just been a blast for me. Hopefully you guys are having fun too. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.